Unfocused.
What up? It's episode 172 of Unfocused Podcast.
Pichu, the Pichu.
Oh shit, Pichu, you did your research on that shit.
I did.
I forgot about that.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us on T.
I am AJ Twist.
And yes, Unfocused Podcast. Don't forget you can visit our main website, download, and enjoy the podcast there, collision28.com.
That's right. Find us on YouTube as well and subscribe to that Unfocused Podcast on YouTube. You can watch these live episodes filmed live.
With video and cool effects. And if you want, you can download us for free on iTunes as well, if it's more accessible for you that way.
Right.
You can follow us on Twitter, at UnfocusedPodcast28, at Collision28 also. You can also email us if you have any questions or things you want us to talk about. AJ, what was the...
Unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
There you go. All right. So with that all said, I think we got everything right. Oh, how was your Unfocused week?
Mine week was awesome, T. Thanks for asking. No, it was all right. I don't think I did too much. I've been watching some TMNT, the Nickelodeon series.
Yeah, so you guys are watching that. What season are you on right now?
I think it's the fourth.
For anyone that doesn't know, that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Nickelodeon show, which is the best fucking turtle show there's been so far.
Yeah, so I think it's the fourth season right now. Third or fourth. I can't remember exactly which. But, yeah, we're just trying to catch up right now because we've been behind for like far back. And I actually got to that episode, you know, when they did the crossover with the old Turtles and stuff like that.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was kind of short, but it was good.
Which turtles were they crossing over with? The animated ones? Or?
Yeah, with the original 80s versions.
Were the voices there? No, right?
Yeah, they were actually.
Stop it! They really got them?
Yeah, I mean, most of it, at least it sounded like them for the most part. You know it, but they definitely had one of them because the original cartoon's Raphael's voice is the current Donatello's voice.
Oh, wow, trippy.
And what's funny is they made a comment about it because they were talking to each other and they're both like to each other, you sound kind of weird. Like, no, you sound weird, actually.
That's so funny.
But it's funny because it's the same voice actor. So that was cool. And they did a bunch of other stuff like that, too. Like running little, like, you know, jabs at themselves. Like, for one, you know, in the original opening cartoon where the lyrics are like, Raphael's like, what do you say? Raphael is cool but rude?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Give me a break.
Yeah, and he throws a pizza at the screen and it's like, give me a break. They did that. They were in the middle. They were in the middle of a fight and stuff like that. And then he's like, he had pizza in his hand. He threw it right in the fucking Krang's face or some shit like that.
And said, give me a break?
Yeah, and then he said, give me a break.
No! Yeah. That's funny that I knew what you were talking about as soon as you brought it up. I even said it. Could give me a break.
Yeah. So I thought that was funny. And then did like a bunch of other little things like that too.
That was dope.
But yeah, it was a cool episode. And then they also flashed to like the comic, original comic version of it too.
All red?
Yeah, but
bandanas and shit?
But no, they were all black and white because the comic was also black and white.
Oh, they actually did like that? Damn.
Yeah. And then they're all like stop motion because it was flipping through pages as they're doing their thing in that world.
That's sick.
It was kind of short though, that part of it though.
I want to see that episode just for that. That's
and then the thing that was crazy too was the Krang, because he had the original Krang from the 80s version, right? But then you had this new Krang where there's multiple Krangs. In the original, there's only one Krang that exists, right?
Yeah.
But in the original comic series and also in this one...
They're a race, right?
It's a race, yeah, and there's multiple Krangs. It's not just one, Krang.
Krang's the giant brain, you guys.
Yeah, that pink thing, yeah. So in this one, they actually... Both Krangs were in there, all the, the race Krang things, and then the original one from the original 80s.
Oh, shit.
And then they were talking to each other because they were plotting some big thing and shit like that. And then our Krang, the current Krang, told the old school Krang, he's like, that's why we banished you to that, that dimension. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
So yeah,
that's why he's the only one.
That's why he's the only one.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it was a pretty good episode.
All right.
So I've seen that. Also, so Wags brought his PC over. That he bought pieces for like way back, and I built it for him and it was working, but then it wasn't working, and he had someone look at it and it wasn't working and he couldn't fix it. So I'm like, dude, just bring it to me though. And then I have some leftover pieces that I've been thinking about it. I'm like, I'm not going to use these pieces like for anything ever as far as I know. So I'll just give him the shit. And I added some new pieces to it, upgraded it. I'm going to give him my old case too, because the case he has right now, that thing, it was my old case actually. It is so fucking dangerous. I don't know. It's just all metal.
Dangerous?
Yeah, just working with it, like, just feels so dangerous. Like, I was going to cut myself somewhere.
Fuck.
Every other second. So, I was like, I'm just going to give him my other case because I'm not using it, and I don't plan to use it anytime soon. So, I was like, so I rebuilt the computer, and I got it working, and it's working fucking awesomely.
Oh, so he's going to catch up in StarCraft now.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll come back soon for that. And then, I bought a couple things that I haven't touched.
What's that?
So I was at Target the other day, and just looking around at random things. I was actually looking for a Steam gift card, and they have none. They're like cleaned out, man. But while I was looking around, I happened to drop a whole mess of gift cards like on the floor, like because they're like the way they're put up were like on a shelf, just standing there. And so like I tried to like fan through them, and all of a sudden they all just fell. Like, oh my shit, my bad. So I started picking shit up, and as I was picking shit up, I saw on the bottom shelf there was stuff hidden behind the shelf.
Oh what?
And I was like, what the hell's back here? And I started digging around back there, and I found a Steam gift card, but it was a $50 one. I'm like, I'm not trying to get a $50 gift card, but I found some Tamagotchis.
What?
Yeah, you know how they re-released them earlier? Yeah, it was a limited quality though, like quantity, and whatever they made that's it. Like,
oh yeah, we talked about this a few episodes ago, right?
Yeah, back in November I think is what it was.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen any at all in any stores at all.
How many did you buy?
I bought one because that's all I could afford. Oh, fuck. But there's still like maybe 2 or 3 back there.
Okay.
Still hidden back there. So if you want one,
you meant to take me one of these days, bro.
And I always told myself, like, I wasn't going to go hunt out for them because, like, I don't like the version it is. It's a cheaper version. It's like the second version that was, like, easier to work with, and it's a bit smaller. I like the original version because there's more to do with it. Like, you know how all the menus at the top and bottom? You know how you can go through them?
Yeah.
You can't go through them on this version.
Oh, what?
If the Tamagotchi has an issue, you push a button, and it gives you the correct menu you want to be in.
That's whack.
Yeah, right? So that's why I wasn't interested in hunting them down or anything like that. But I happened to stumble upon it, and I'm like, fuck it, why not?
It was fate.
I haven't opened it or played with it yet, though.
Nice.
And then also another thing I haven't played with is Stardew Valley. It's a game I bought on Steam. It was on sale, that winter sale.
What kind of game is it?
It's like Animal Crossing, like a simulator sim type of thing. But it's all like in 16-bit.
Oh, so it's old school style.
Yeah, so it's old school style. But it's a new game. It came out last year. And everyone's been playing this shit, and everyone's like loving this shit, and it's like there's so much to do. It's almost like Minecraft in a way too, where you can actually venture off into like caves and fight like bats and shit like that. So
I love that they're making new games in retro style. That's so sick.
Yeah, so I'll check that out soon. The main reason I wanted to get it though, because I want Carla to get into it, because I know she likes Animal Crossing a lot. So
what's it called again?
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley. Okay. Yeah, interesting.
So I'll be checking that out pretty soon. I also got my Steam controller, although I don't have it yet. They're like completely like backed up on orders and stuff through Steam.
So you'll get it when they give it to you.
So I'll get it when they, yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I went to go get a gift card, is because I needed like $12 to get it. Because I already had money in my Steam account, and I just needed like $12. I'm like, all right, let me just buy a Steam gift card. So
I should get a Steam controller, man, because like it's so annoying not being able to do everything you're supposed to do.
Do you know what the Steam controller is though?
No, is it?
So it's an experiment, dude. I'm experimenting with it. Have you seen what it looks like? Let me bring it up real quick so I can show you, because it is weird. Like the buttons are not like.
Is it keyboard buttons or what?
No, they're not even keyboard buttons either. See, Steam controller.
Why are you bringing that up for me? For my Unfocused week, there's a couple things I was interested in that I've been doing. One main thing I've been doing. Oh, okay. Wait, can you put that on the feed real quick? So
I sure can.
That's a weird controller. Yeah,
it is.
I wonder how it works.
So these buttons up here, they're like touch sensitive. That where your left and right thumb would normally be for like a D-pad and normal buttons.
And the other one's for clicking.
They're touch pads, but you can actually you can move your finger around like a mouse input.
That's it.
And so it'll register as a mouse input, but you can also push the buttons in. So the empty circle on the right side,
it can be buttons.
They can be actual buttons. Your normal 4 buttons that would normally be there, you can push them in right there. And same thing with the D-pad.
It seems like it's either going to be really useful or really annoying.
And look, it's concaved in too, so it's supposed to be like super ergonomic and shit like that. But okay. you still have your normal joystick in the bottom right there and 4 other buttons. Yeah. Also, the reason I wanted to get it though is because it has accelerometers in it. So it's supposed to be, you should be able to use it as a motion controller too, like kind of how the Wii is or the Switch. So remember how I was saying like I get motion sick easy? Yeah, but Splatoon doesn't because of the motion controllers.
I think we talked about this last time.
Yeah, that's my theory. Is I don't get sick from Splatoon because of the motion controls. This has motion controls built in, and you can actually set it to play with other games like FPSs. So that's why I got it, because I want to experiment with it, see if I can play first-person shooters with the motion controls built into this controller.
We'll be looking forward to an update on that next episode. Hopefully you've gotten it by then.
Hopefully by next episode, we'll see. Yeah.
For me, for my Unfocused week, I've been reading this comic. This is the Mighty Avengers.
Oh, that's mighty.
And so what this is...
It's mighty impressive.
Is that this is basically a breakdown of everything that happens from when the Avengers first get made. You know, with the Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and Ant-Man and Wasp.
Right.
And then it goes all the way up until, like, basically everybody you know in the movie.
Okay.
And it tells you in a more condensed and more modern version. So, because usually when you buy these back comics, they have all the old school 1960s prints where they're saying all this corny old school shit, and the fight scenes are kind of corny looking and shit, you know?
Right.
So this gives it a modern update. It's drawn by Rosado, who's a very famous comic book artist.
Okay.
Shit looks very detailed, very clean. If you take a look inside, it's way different than a 1950s comic. But it tells the same story, and it also makes it more modern. It doesn't quite make it modern times, but the wars happening in the background are Middle Eastern wars now, so it's kind of like... makes you feel like it's happening now, you know?
So it's the same story, but retold for modern era.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, it's comic book continuity, but it goes all the way up to all the characters that are in the movies right now, basically, because the initial Avengers are all these characters, you know, Black Panther,
Right.
Giant Man, all that shit.
Right.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been reading it. It's really good. It makes you interested, and it gives you, like, deeper looks into what the characters are thinking. Like, you feel more drama from this, because... there's actually a story behind it. Before, they just make a decision based on shit, and you're like, okay, I guess they're
Right.
not going to be in Avengers anymore, you know, like that kind of shit.
Right.
So yeah, this is awesome. I watched that show, The Gifted. My nephew recommended it, and it was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah?
Remember how we were talking about that, and how I said
Yeah.
I wasn't going to fuck with it because it's not connected to any universe?
Right.
And this
They
is
make references, though, right?
Yeah, so it turned out I was wrong a little bit. I mean, well, they said I wasn't wrong. They were wrong. Because they said, because remember, this is the one that's produced by Marvel, but it's a Fox show. And it's weird because this is before the deal was made. Remember we were talking about this?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And we were hoping that
And it's been airing since before, right?
Yeah, this first season's over. That's how I was able
Yeah.
to watch it because it's all on Hulu now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so if anyone wants to watch The Gifted, it's on Hulu. And it's an X-Men show, and it takes place after the X-Men movies.
Oh, okay.
But before
Which X-Men movies?
the main ones, and then after, it takes place before Age of Apocalypse. No, what is it called? Days of Future Past.
Okay, right.
So things are happening in the course of Days of Future Past in this show. So the X-Men don't exist anymore. The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants don't exist anymore. There's just mutants, and the government's super hard on the mutants. And so in the first episode, they send mini Sentinels after them. They look like mini versions of those ones you see in Days of Future Past, the big scary ones.
Right, right.
Like little versions of them are like rolling on the floor and chasing mutants and shit.
Rolling on the floor.
Yeah, they roll. They don't fly yet. They're fucking rolling and fucking bouncing around and shit.
Oh, they're like early versions or some shit?
Yeah, they're like early versions of the Sentinels because the government doesn't have...
Oh my god, I just had a mind fuck right now. Because we saw Sentinels in the past, like in the 60s, 70s or some shit,
Yeah,
no?
and then we see these, and then we've also seen the future ones in Days of Future Past.
That's right, there were some in the future, that's right. Oh my god.
So you gotta give X-Men a little credit because they have kind of been consistent with that. It's still...
The whole timelines is all like messed up.
It is, and that's why they probably just didn't want to say that this show was connected because they didn't want to worry about being specific.
Right.
But they got the right era. You know, they could have said it's connected. It's fine. I think that we're just not going to see any Wolverine or Magneto or anything like that.
Right.
Especially so. A little update on this show. The show's actually going to continue. They've ordered the second season. So even though Fox is bought, but that's actually a good thing. This might be the bridge because none of the characters are real characters except for Polaris.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not true. They have other random X-Men that are from the comics, but they're not in the universe yet.
I heard this Polaris chick is taking form of Scarlet Witch.
No,
Like taking her story in a way, or bits and pieces of it.
You may think that because Polaris and Scarlet Witch are both Magneto's daughters.
Yeah.
But she's not taking her story because she's also Magneto's daughter.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then.
So she's her own character.
Good job.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's interesting. I like it a lot.
Good job being your own character.
You know? Good job. Yeah, they got Thunderbird, they got Polaris, they got Eclipse. So they got a lot of random X-Men that never got used that needed to get used that everybody likes, you know? So it's pretty cool. This show could also end up being a bridge into the whole Marvel and X-Men being... Yeah, because Marvel's producing it. Now,
right.
Basically, Marvel owns the show now.
Yeah.
They're not just producing it, so... You know, this show might have a lot of potential. It's pretty cool. It feels like a movie when you're watching it. I highly recommend it.
Right.
But yeah, those, and then StarCraft, I've been playing that, and then that's about it.
Runaways?
Yeah, I saw the newest one. It was good.
So you're saying there's one more left?
Only one more. There's only 10 episodes.
So
it
good.
Sucks. I know. I feel like we're going to be on a mean cliffhanger. And I'll tell you, they changed why they're called Runaways, but I don't want to say it on the show. We'll talk about it another time.
All right, like when the show's all done, maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
In its entirety. But yeah, also, as you were saying, also I play a little bit of Splatoon single player.
Oh, yeah, you're playing right now.
Because actually, no, I was playing multiplayer right now. I was playing Clan Blitz right now.
Oh, you're playing single player. How was that?
I was playing single player. I don't know. I don't know what to feel of it. Like, because I didn't even play the original single player in Splatoon 1.
I played it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, Wags played it for me, I think, too. He finished it for me. But I've been playing it just because sometimes I take the Switch with me when I'm out just hanging out somewhere, and like I don't have an internet connection, so I'm like, I'll just play single player then.
Yeah, unlock some stuff.
Yeah,
Get
just
some gold guns or something.
Yeah, because there's definitely some weapons you can unlock by playing single player. So I'm like, I'll just do it when I can, and just to unlock that shit. Also, yeah, like you said, the secret game we've been talking about. You want to talk about that real quick?
Let's make it brief. Yeah, we'll talk about it briefly. So I've actually been playing StarCraft 2 since it became free.
Yes.
I really love Zerg, so that's what I've been playing.
We've been mentioning secret game for the past couple of weeks on the show, and that's what the secret game is. Reason being is because we wanted to sneak up on Wags, and surprise him.
Which we did last week.
With T, just bombing on him with some Zerg on Zerg action, which is exactly what happened last week finally. So that was awesome. How you liking the game though overall? Like, give the show your opinion on StarCraft 2 for those who haven't played it yet.
I love it. You just got to be attentive. It's one of those games you got to focus on. And I love it though. It's really cool. It's like more advanced fighting, like a fighting game, but in detail. More detail. Because you got your little individual fights with the units, and then you also have like the bigger strategies, and then you have where the units are going to be, what you're going to build next. So it's really dope. I like it a lot.
Yeah, there's just like so much to do, and even when you think you learned something, then like there's a flip side to it.
Just
like,
today, right? Just today, I learned a whole bunch of new shit today, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that game is. I've been playing it forever. So,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you can't I feel like I can't teach you shit anymore because I feel like you just got to learn everything on your own from here on out. Because I feel like I've taught you what I can, and now everything just comes from like experience now.
Basically, I feel like you taught me the good basics. Like my order of things, so that's good. Where to put my shit.
Yeah, what to look out for.
Rally points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just some basic mechanics. But yeah, once you learn enough, it's pretty much just adapting.
Keep playing, yeah,
just learning how to adapt in situations. And like I was telling you earlier, which I suggest you still do, is like learn the other races. Oh yeah, because we saw that fucking crazy ass match today, which I never thought was a possibility.
Damn, yeah, we saw Zerg take control of fucking Protoss and make his own Protoss unit. Like,
yeah,
a whole fucking army of Protoss.
Yeah,
and he won with that.
Yeah, using the Infestor, you can neutral parasite or neural parasite a probe.
This is StarCraft 2, by the way. Everybody.
Take control of that probe, and then you can have it build a fucking nexus. And then from that nexus, you can build your own probes and build your own fucking Protoss army.
And it's so rare that the opponent didn't even see it coming, so he didn't know how to build counters for it because he didn't think he was going to do that.
Yeah.
He didn't know that his own race was going to be against him in that battle.
Yeah, it turned out, it started out Zerg versus Protoss, and it ended up being Protoss versus Protoss in the end. That's what happened.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, but that was interesting. That's completely blew me. I've been playing this game forever, and I've never thought of that. Yeah. But anyways, like StarCraft's still a thing.
Yeah, a lot of battles online, too.
Yeah.
All right, news?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the news. The news.
All right. This is what the show is mainly based on. Yeah,
actually, if any new viewers are out there by any chance checking out the YouTube channel and stuff like that, this is a podcast where we talk about, gaming news and comic news, movie news, and
other
anime stuff, anything in a nerd culture, I guess you can say. And then we're fighting gamers, so, we might have more focus on fighting games.
Yes, sir.
Which I normally do. But anyways, with that said.
All right, should I kick us off?
Sure.
Do you know there's going to be a Bumblebee movie?
Oh, shit. You know what? Yes, I think I heard of that one at one point.
Okay, so do you know what it's about?
I do not.
It takes place in 1987.
Oh, shit. Okay.
When he's a bug.
What the fuck?
When he's still a bug.
Oh, okay, when he's a buggy?
Yeah, and so...
A Volkswagen Beetle?
Basically, I guess the Autobots failed at their mission at the time, and so he's trying to find refuge, and he finds it at some random junkyard, and, some 18-year-old girl finds him, and it's her first car.
Okay.
And that's, it's all based on that. The weird thing about that...
So they've been to Earth before then, in that case.
Well, Bumblebee was there, remember? Before they even... Like, he was there in advance. Remember?
Yeah, so are they saying that he was there like fucking 15 years, 20 years in advance?
Yeah, he hadn't just got there, he had been there, I guess. And that's how he broke his speech thing, I guess. Which I guess they're going to explain in this movie.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, that's so weird.
It's weird that they're doing this. Even weirder, this movie's classified as a drama.
Okay, that's new.
Weird.
Is it Michael Bay behind it?
I do not think so, no.
Okay.
I'll try to let you know exactly who is behind it.
Because
John Cena's in it. I'm guessing he's the voice of Bumblebee.
well, you can't see him, so okay.
Yeah, exactly. He's perfect for the role.
He's not gonna really be in there,
You know?
but he is. All right, that's interesting. Oh man, so now I feel like watching that first movie, so I can start fucking, picking at the Bumblebee movie.
Oh, and it's directed by Travis Knight. Travis Knight.
Okay.
The director. What else has he done? He did.
So is this going to be connected to the whole?
Oh, he did Kubo and Two Strings. That was a really good movie. The CGI movie.
Oh, okay, interesting. I heard that was good. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I heard it was really dope.
It's on Netflix. You should watch it.
Oh snap! About to go down on Netflix probably tonight.
But all right, yeah. So Bumblebee movie. It's coming 20. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly. I think it's 2019.
So next year.
Sorry, 2018. 2018. This year.
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, it is 2018. Happy New Year and all that good stuff.
Happy New Year! This is the first Unfocused.
First episode of the year. We're back.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
AJ?
Swatting. You know what swatting is?
No.
Oh, man.
When I kill that fly? When I try to kill that fly?
Nah, it's worse. So it's a stupid thing internet people do. Where they, when they get upset at somebody, they call the police and be like, yo, there's some crazy shooting stuff going on here at this location, at this address.
Oh, swatting. Oh, that's fucked up.
And they get a SWAT team to your house and shit in some way. Right? And then usually the SWAT team comes through, fucking pointing their guns, like, everyone get on the floor, get on the floor.
I'll be fucking pissed, bro. I'll be so mad.
And then you get scared and shit like that. So you get on the floor with their hands behind your head and shit like that, and they start questioning you, and then you find out, oh, okay, there's something going on here. Someone's fucking with us, Yeah. And like it happens so much, happens so often. Even to the point, like, someone swatted, like, the Sony president at one point. He was in the air, flying and shit like that. And so, actually, it wasn't swatting, but they called him, like, a bomb threat or something like that. Like,
so they landed the plane?
So they had to land the plane,
Damn, that's fucked up. I'll be so mad.
Yeah, so shit like that's happened like that. But, so what happened, finally, someone finally died from swatting.
Oh, no. I didn't know this was a thing even.
Yeah, no, it's been going on for years. Yeah, it's some stupid shit. So what happened is some people, these two guys were like having some Call of Duty matches, talking shit. I think they were betting money or something like that. And then, their argument got a little out of hand to the point where one guy threatened the other guy, like, yo, I'm gonna swat you right now, dude. Like, And the other guy was like, yeah, bring it on, do it. Go ahead, here's my address. And he gave him an address.
He gave him his address?
Not his address, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he just gave him some random address. And then the other guy, he's like, you know what, fuck, I'm going to do it. So he called it in and fucking said that he was being held hostage in this house at this address. A guy had a gun, was, holding hostage, a few other people and stuff like that. And I think he said some shit like, oh, yeah, he also drenched the house in gasoline. He's planning to blow it up.
Oh, my God.
Some shit like that, So, yeah, the SWAT team came through, knocked on this door. The guy opened the door. He was like, what the fuck's going on? And I guess that the guy who opened the door kind of was all scared, and I guess it looked like to the SWAT team that he was reaching to his waistband for like a gun, and that's when he shot him.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, some crazy shit, right?
Swatting is not a game, guys.
Nah, not at all. So, and then everyone was always like, people have been talking about like this is some stupid shit, and no one's gonna learn from it until someone dies. So,
well, maybe we'll learn. No.
So hopefully people will, I don't know, do something about it. I don't know what you can do though. And then the guy who called it in, I think, was arrested. Happened to be somewhere in L.A. around here.
Damn.
Yeah, so he's currently in jail.
So don't fuck around, guys.
Yeah. Seriously, that's some serious shit. But anyways, I thought that was interesting. There's a big story that was going around everywhere on the blogs and on the podcasts and stuff like that. But anyways,
all right,
you might be interested in hearing that.
Yeah. In other news, the Netflix world's about to be on fire for Marvel again. As we know, Jessica Jones has a trailer out that's coming. Luke Cage is coming this year. Actually, I think all 4 of them are getting a season this year.
Really?
Yeah,
even Iron Fist?
Yeah, even Iron Fist.
What?
Same writer, which is the same writer from Inhumans. I don't know why this guy still has a job. But anyway, so there's some new photos that came out from the set of Daredevil. And the shots are at a trial. And there's signs that say Lock Fisk Up and Cop Killer. So hinting further that this is probably going to be that story that we were talking about, Daredevil. The one where he can't be anyone but Daredevil. He can't even be Matt Murdock because everyone's looking for him.
Right.
So yeah, because that happens in the story. The trial of Fisk is like a big deal of Kingpin,
Right.
And yeah, so Kingpin's not stupid. He uses this advantage to turn things around on him in the comic books. And especially since in the show, in the last season, Daredevil ended up threatening Kingpin.
Yeah.
And semi-revealing who he was. Like, it wasn't super clear, but it was kind of like he kind of revealed who he was. Or Kingpin figured it out a little bit.
Yeah, did he figure it out? I don't remember.
It didn't look like he was sure, but he was like, what the fuck? Like, something kind of like...
Yeah, I want to go back.
Yeah, I should go back and watch. Something gave him a clue that, like, are you this motherfucker? You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, he'll probably find a way to turn this trial against him. I'm guessing Matt Murdock's going to be involved in the trial, if not sitting around watching or something, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, new season of Daredevil's going to be pretty lit. No Defenders this year, but we get all the others back. No Punisher this year either.
Oh, I finished that Punisher. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it got really dope at the end. Like it's I don't know, it feels so sluggish and there's so much like, you know, like verbal stuff going on, but like toward the end, like it sort of stuff starts like really going down, and like it all turns around for me when they're in the hotel. So if anyone's in that hotel episode, that's where it kind of turned around for me. Yeah, and it got pretty interesting, but I don't know. Overall, I don't know how I feel about it. Overall, it was good. I liked it, but it's definitely like a war movie type of thing.
Like a paramilitary.
A lot of
right?
Yeah, like a military thing for sure. A lot of drama in it. And yeah, and I guess we get to see how Jigsaw got his face all messed up.
Jigsaw.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
This dude named Jigsaw.
Oh, the villain. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, what the fuck does fucking what's that?
Oh,
movie?
fucking Saw.
Saw have to do with this. That's why I was like, what the fuck? All right. Okay.
But I saw that shit. But yeah, check it out, guys. I don't think it's a bad. I just think you need to, you know, watch it. It's not bad though, not at all.
All right. So I knew you saw a movie, and I want to ask you about it because I've been hearing a lot of different mixed things about it, and then I'll present the news. What did you think about Bright? Because I saw.
Oh yeah, that's another thing we saw too.
Yeah, so I saw the first 15 minutes of it. I really liked it. I like the idea of it, like the medieval lore and mystic stuff being with modern day cops.
I like the concept. I don't like the whole background of story. I don't feel like we got enough of it though. It makes you want more. I put it as it's like Harry Potter crossed with like Training Day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because you get all this fairy tale wizardy shit going on.
But you got the gang shit.
But then you got the gang member shit, and you got the cop, with the other cop trying to do some shit, and they're like not really friends, but they kind of are, and in the end they kind of become friends, but the whole time they're like beefing with each other, and then some shit goes down.
Because the whole thing is he's the first orc cop, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you have orcs and elves, and you got fucking fairies.
And a dark lord. There's a dark lord.
There's a dark lord that exists. Yeah, exactly. Right. What that dark lord is, or who he is, or what he is not really. Unless I missed it, I don't feel like they really tell you enough about what he is.
That's probably on purpose, though.
But they tell you what he wants to do and shit like that.
Oh, so, they do?
Yeah, so they give you that much in the story. And then some shit goes down, and then you have like crooked cops in there and stuff like that. So some shit happens with that, and then everything just, oh my god, it's just so like dramatic and eventful and stuff like that. But it leaves you like wanting more, and then shit starts happening. You're like, why is this happening exactly? And like, well, it is magic shit, so I guess you can't really question it. But should I be questioning it? And like, and then why does this guy get this ability? Like, why is he this? And why is that going? So like, it's like a lot of too many questions. I feel like there's a couple of plot holes here and there. But definitely check it out because it's different for sure. It's nothing that we've seen before. I don't think.
I like how it started, and you're right. It was definitely like nothing I've seen before.
And like I said, it's like fucking Training Day meets Harry Potter, man. Like I can't put it any better way because you had that whole griminess of like Training Day all in there, but then you have this majestic side to it, like Harry Potter would give you.
Yeah, and see, I asked you because it is almost as split as Last Jedi, bro. Some people fucking love it, some people fucking hate it, and I was trying to understand why people hate it. But I guess I just gotta see the whole movie. Yeah,
I think it's the story, like the whole background, the whole world. I think is put out there for you, but maybe not enough. And I think it's what people like about it. But then the story just kind of like you're trying to figure it out. Like it's cool, but then it's feel like it's missing some things and doesn't answer quite enough things.
But I think people gotta. Well, I gotta see it to give
go
a proper.
Watch it.
But I would say, it's probably like one of those things. It's a big plot device. They can't give you everything about it.
And it's a movie. Like the whole time, I was thinking it was going to be a TV show. I'm like, oh, Bright. Oh, this is going to be a cool TV series because it's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I didn't know they do movies. Yeah. And this is a movie.
And it's funny from what I saw. It reminded me a lot of what I told you about. Remember that show Kekai Sensen, the blood blockade one?
Okay. No, but all right.
Remember
I
the
mean,
one
I've
where-
heard about it, but
where-
I don't remember what it's about.
Remember I tell you how New York blends with like a demon world?
Okay, is that
And-
the alien one?
Yeah, the alien.
Okay.
Like an alien demon world kind of blends with New York,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's stuck like that, so everyone just fucking deals with it and
Yeah.
just starts living together. So it kind of reminded me of that, like that concept, you know?
Yeah, yeah. This one takes place actually like the whole world's always been like that.
Oh, the world's always been like that.
Yep.
Oh, that's very
There's
different.
always been orcs and fairies and elves in existence in the world and stuff like that. You just learn to kind of coexist in some way. But then there's a whole like, you know, racism thing going on too, where people hate like certain races, like orcs and elves and all like that.
And fairies, we saw
And
the fairy
fairies,
thing.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so like it's always been a thing. And then they talk about, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm orcs and, you know, we kind of lost, you know, sight of our you know, ancestry and stuff like that. So,
And well,
but what that was exactly like is never clearly explained, and they don't like. I feel like you need to know the lore to really get into it, but the lore is like never really fully given to you.
Well, on that note, Bright 2 was announced.
Oh shit!
Netflix
Okay.
announced Bright 2 will be a thing, 2019, I believe.
Oh man, we gotta wait that long.
Yeah, because you know it was full on movie production. I think it's not gonna be easy to just shoot another one.
Yeah, and I can see that too.
It seemed fast too because they didn't talk about it. It just fucking came out, or like they started talking about it like a week before it came out or 2 weeks.
Like,
before.
I give it like a month because I've been waiting for a while.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
See, I feel like I didn't hear about it till like maybe 2 weeks before it came out, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is
Every
this?
time I open Netflix, there was a big ad for it right there. I'm like, oh, what's this? What the fuck, Will Smith? What the fuck, orcs? Like, what's cops? Like, what's going on? You know?
All right, you want to give us one more piece of news, and then we'll go to some music.
Actually, I've only given one so far.
Oh yeah, give us another one. We'll do some music.
So the Nintendo Switch, you know, their online service they've been talking about.
Mhm.
So when the Switch first came out, they told us, okay, this online service where you have to pay for the online shit is going to be coming out summer. And then summer came out like, no, we're going to push it back to like the end of the year. And then the end of the year came, nothing, right? Nothing yet. And that actually sometime a few months ago, they're like, okay, 2018 sometime. So now we're waiting for this online service thing. Even though the online stuff is working, we can play Splatoon online. You can play like Pokken and any online game online. But there's more to it. And eventually you'll have to start paying to play online and shit like that, right? Kind of how like Xbox and PlayStation has it right now. Apparently, we're not going to be seeing it maybe until the fall of 2018 of this year.
Okay.
And that was linked by like an Italy site, I think, or something like that. Why they're pushing it back even further, no one really knows why. But at this point, they should just give up. It's already
let it
been,
go.
yeah, it's already been a whole year. It's going to be almost a year since the Switch has been out without this online service. And then by the time it does come out, like, you think people are going to be okay with this thing coming out and having to pay to play their games online that they'd already been playing for almost over 6 months?
It wouldn't be the first time Nintendo dropped some shit like this. Remember the GameCube had this whole fucking online functionality shit that was like didn't really fizzle.
And only like 2 games used it, really.
Yeah, and they planned for like almost like half the games to end up having some fucking use for that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it wouldn't be the first time. They could easily sweep this under the rug.
Maybe they could. I don't know. I guess we'll see. There's supposed to be a bunch of added things to it, though, like virtual console service. You'll be able to get like one game every month that you can play as an old school game, stuff like that.
Well, maybe they'll be stubborn then and still put it out. That kind of sounds like
I don't know. Maybe half of it will come out. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But as of right now, we're not paying for online service yet.
Okay, let's not complain. With that said, should we jump into music of the week?
Let me give one more.
Do it.
And then we'll do that because Japan is upset.
Again? No.
Again.
What are they mad about now?
They're upset with Capcom. Because you know that Street Fighter 30th anniversary thing that's coming out with all the fucking old games? The Street Fighter 2 and then Street Fighter 3 and the Alpha series and all that?
Yeah.
Well, those are all based on the American versions of the game. So Japan isn't getting a Japan version. They're getting the same shit we're getting. And so they're upset.
That, huh?
Which also means all their characters like Vega, Balrog, and Bison are going to have our versions of it. So
they're not going to like that.
yeah, so like Vega's not going to be Bison and Balrog isn't going to be M. Bison and Vega's not going to be Balrog.
But aside from the names, what's really different between the American and Japanese version? Is it just the voices?
Alpha is also called Zero, Street Fighter Zero in Japan.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a thing too. I don't know what else, but like that's the main gist of it. And
I don't blame him because I would
probably the voices and stuff like that too.
I would get it because if you're getting a remake of the game you were playing as a child, you kind of want it to be like that. I'd be fucking pissed off too, actually.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they wouldn't think that far in advance. Like, isn't it usually like Japan is their first thought? And then,
yeah, exactly. Which is really the Capcom is a Japanese company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, how'd you do that? How'd you fuck that up?
And they're their primary buyers. Like, they buy more Capcom shit in Japan than we do. You know,
right?
Like, fucking up, Capcom.
So yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they did that, but yeah,
I ain't complaining.
Japan's upset though. So yeah, we'll see what comes out of that. If they're gonna, do a patch to give them their Japanese version or what, or change their names around, or they're just gonna get stuck with the American version. So anyways, with that said, oh wait, I got animation for it.
Music power.
Nice. That's badass. All right, everyone.
It's music of the week time. It's something we haven't done in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're back on track this week.
But yeah, it's the music that we've been listening to, and also what we think you should be listening to.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we're just gonna take a quick break and share some music with you.
All right.
Since you're all plugged in right there, what are you sharing with us this week, T?
I got Schoolboy Q. The song is called Los Awesome, featuring J-Rock.
Oh shit!
I know, right? Can't be mad about that.
All right. My track is a track I keep hearing on the EDM stations. It's called Best Friend by Nervo, The Knox, and Sophie Tucker. Or Tucker. Tucker. Tukker.
Say the names again. What are the names again?
Sophie Tucker, The Knox, and Nervo. Nervo is, I think it's a female DJ group. It's like two chicks and stuff like that. But anyways, dope track. But like I said, we'll start out with T since he got his stuff plugged in first. And go ahead and hit that play. While I say we'll be back after this music break.
Yeah, music of the week, guys.
That's right.
You can always buy these songs on iTunes, the same place that you download Unfocused for free on.
Dude, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're all there.
Yeah.
All right.
Make us credible and shit.
So with that said, let's get back into the news.
Okay.
This is the news. What?
All right. So, I think it's my turn, right?
Okay.
Animaniacs are back.
What?
If anyone doesn't remember that show, it was
Oh, you kids.
Oh, you kids. It was this wildly ridiculous fucking show about what's inside the Warner Brothers water tower. And it's these
90s show. 90s cartoons.
90s cartoon. It's these,
Real cartoons.
These three little, I don't know what the fuck they're supposed to be.
All
Dogs, monkeys, I don't know what they are.
No one knew.
No one knew. But there's three siblings that live in the tower, and they're just out of their mind. They just do crazy shit. Like, they're even more crazy than the Looney Tunes. Like, they're pretty interesting. Like,
yeah.
I love the Animaniacs. So, it's been greenlit for a new season by Warner Brothers.
That's awesome.
And the show has been bought by Hulu. So it's going to be a Hulu original show.
Oh, snaps. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's no details on voices or style of art yet.
What about, like, are they going to be returning, like, the fucking Rita the Squirrel and fucking, what is her name?
Oh, my God, that's right. They had all those cool characters.
Yeah, the baby
Pinky,
with the dog.
Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain were from there.
Damn,
that's
this is
right.
probably going to be a rebirth for them, too. This is going to be their springboard, too.
Yeah, what else? The fucking
the
pigeons, dude.
Remember the dog, remember there's, like, a rooster that like dresses up as different shit, and people just believe people believe he's that thing,
but
and they're
he's
like,
not a man. He's a
chicken boo.
Chicken boo.
Chicken
yeah.
boo. Yeah, dude, my dad fucking loved Chicken Boo. I thought that was funny as fuck.
And they would get like the wheel of morality.
Turn.
Yeah. And what was the other thing? Good idea, bad idea. I love that shit.
So we don't know if it's like I mean, how true they're gonna be to the old one. I'm assuming they're gonna be fairly true. They're probably gonna add a lot of new elements. It'd be nice if they had a lot of new things like Wheel of Morality or new segments like that.
Yeah.
Instead, had just a couple of the old ones sprinkled in there just to make the old people feel good.
Yeah.
But one other good news though, anyone who doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about, Hulu also licensed the original Animaniacs.
Awesomeness.
So I believe it's on there already.
Sweet.
So you can start watching it now.
I think I've seen that recently on there.
Yeah. So now you can start getting ready to watch it if you want to check it out.
I started watching Digimon too recently.
I've been wanting to watch it because I saw you watching the funny version of it. I've been wanting to watch the original because of that.
Yeah, after I saw that, what are they called again? Bridge series. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like let me go watch the original. Oh my god, it's so fucking corny, dude. Like all the little jokes they make, you can tell it's translated, and I'm pretty sure they didn't know what to do with the translations, and maybe it was a little bit too serious. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure they just made up some bullshit lines in English. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah. Anyways, just want to throw it out there real quick.
All right.
But yeah, Animaniacs sounds awesome. All right, so speaking of other things that were like on Kids WB and shit like that, Pokemon. Actually, I'm not talking about the TV show. I'm talking about a game.
Okay, a nice link though.
8th generation is possibly around the corner. So right now we just got 7th gen with what was it? Sun and Moon, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what the 8th gen is going to be yet, but there are some rumors that dropped recently. For one, we know for sure that Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon were the last 3DS versions of Pokemon.
Oh, so the next one's coming on a new
So
console.
the next series that are coming out will be on the Switch for sure. That's been definitely like Nintendo has said that themselves. Right now, I guess the story is finished for it, and it's been localized by a couple of countries. I think China just finished localizing the story, so that's done. Also, new Mons are done. So all the new Pokemon are done, and all their names are done as well, and they're currently in the process of getting trademarked. Also, there's rumors of a new battle system made to be more simplistic.
No, it's simplistic enough.
I know, isn't it?
Like, why?
I mean, it can be in depth, but if you just look at it from afar, it looks simple. You just fucking choose a move, turn base, right? Right?
It was simple enough. Like, I don't feel like they had to limit it anymore. Are they meaning like?
I feel like it's gonna get more complicated.
Yeah, trying to dumb it down will make it harder. I feel like at this point, anyway.
Because what they're saying is, their new battle system is kind of like people are saying it's like Digimon Worlds, their battle system. I'm not sure if you ever played it.
Yeah,
I've never played it.
I played that. It's like a strategy game.
It's like live battling, like
dude, it's like fucking StarCraft.
Kind of like StarCraft, kind of like Diablo, I guess you can say.
Yeah, like Diablo,
or like Kingdom Hearts, where you can choose a move from a menu real quick and then use it to attack.
They call them adventure games, right?
Yeah, like live action RPG, I guess you could say. So that's what they're saying it might be like.
That's whack.
Which is interesting. Also, the story is kind of has the theme of tradition versus new generation shit.
Of course it does.
So the battle system, might have something to do with that storyline, maybe.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
And there's also the rumor saying that the map, the new area, is might be based off of maybe Spain or Italy.
Oh, that's cool because they always based off of a real style.
Oh yeah, that's some region exactly.
Hey, have you been seeing the rumors that were floating around that got disproven?
Which ones?
Pokemon Zero?
No.
Yeah, I guess there was some artwork floating around for Pokemon Zero and I think Pokemon 1.
Wow, okay.
And people were like thinking that these were these games.
Oh.
It turned out it was fan made. But if you see them, they look super official, and all they did was put out that logo, and that's usually what they do.
Yeah,
and it was
like the logo, yeah.
And everyone was believing it, bro. Everyone was like, "What? Pokemon Zero? Like, why would they call it that? That's weird, you know?"
Yeah.
Yeah. It turned out it wasn't true. It was fake.
Damn.
It was funny that you mentioned that. Made me want to bring that up.
That's funny. But yeah, I mean, that's all we know so far about what this might bring to the table, and I guess at this point we'll just see some news about it maybe later this year. I don't expect this game to drop this year.
No, I mean if it does, it'll be December.
With that said, though, I think because everyone's talking about a Diamond and Pearl remake, because that would be next in line to get remade. I think that would be maybe in a year or two from now on the Switch.
Okay.
So if anyone's expecting that, that's my thoughts on that.
I love Diamond and Pearl. I think that's the last Pokemon game I played seriously. Was Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, I think that is for you because
for me.
Because I think none of us played Black and White because that was next.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I think I even bought it, and I just didn't I got it too late. Like they were already getting ready to release something else by the time I bought Black or White.
When Black and White 2 dropped, I think Heart Gold Soul Silver dropped.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we all got that instead.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I skipped Black and White and I got Soul Silver.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
So I think that's what happened, and then after that it was X and Y, which that's where I jumped back in and got deep into it again, but deeper than I've ever done before. But if you want to hear about all that, just go back to some old episode, which you can find on unfocused.collision28.com. All our old episodes are up there, all the way back from episode 1 till now.
Yeah, backstory. Okay, so everyone knows, or I mean, if you guys follow this podcast, this has been the best fucking year and a half for me ever, because my favorite Marvel characters are Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, and Black Panther.
Right, okay.
And I'm getting a movie. I just got Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I'm getting Black Panther next month.
Yep.
And I'm getting Miss Marvel sometime this year.
Is it this year?
Yeah, sometime after Infinity War. Oh, it could be early next year. It could be early next year.
Well, Infinity War drops in May, so there's still time to drop another movie. When does Ant-Man and the Wasp come out? Is that this year?
After Infinity War, yeah, this year.
All right, so
it's probably going to be Black Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man and Wasp.
I think so. Or it's Miss Marvel. It's one of those. But both of those movies are supposed to be coming out before the next Infinity War.
Well, I think Miss Marvel hasn't even started. Or I think they just started filming.
I think they just started, yeah, so it's not going to be Miss Marvel.
Ant-Man's halfway through filming.
Yeah, so it might be that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Anyways.
well, yeah, they're still giving casting out for Miss Marvel, and they've just casted DeWanda Weiss. So a very pretty black woman with a big afro kind of hairstyle.
Okay.
And they haven't told us who she is, but they said she'll be playing a role opposite of Brie. You know, the main actress.
Why? Because she's black and Brie's white.
Brie Larson. There you go. So well, we don't know. But here's the thing. It could mean that she's a Kree villain that hasn't been announced because the villain has not been announced for this movie yet. So she could be a Kree villain of some kind.
Well, we know it's Kree. Okay, well, yeah, I guess there's no primary.
Yeah, we know the Skrulls and the Kree are in the movie.
Yeah,
we know that. So the movie is most likely about the Kree-Skrull war.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it says she's going to have a very big role. And but here's the thing. Fans are speculating a lot about who she could be. She could be someone in the Air Force with her. Or she could be Monica Rambeau, who is also a character in Marvel called Captain Marvel. And they could play with that in a lot of different ways. There's 3 Captain Marvels. There's the guy, there's Miss Marvel, that she now calls herself Captain Marvel.
Right.
And then there's the Black Captain Marvel, the woman.
Right, okay.
And so basically she has interdimensional powers with energy and shit like that. So they could spin it that she was the Captain Marvel before Captain Marvel, like maybe, you know?
True.
They could do, that's the title that gets passed down.
Yeah.
Which isn't really the case in the comics, but it would be a cool way to make the comics make sense and maybe give her character something different from the other characters. You know, like
right.
Captain Marvel is a title passed down to the Defender of the Universe, which actually works out pretty well because it's Marvel Comics. That was never on purpose.
I have no idea what to think about that because I don't know Miss Marvel's story yet. I haven't dug into that at all yet. Well, that sounds interesting though.
Yeah, the main thing is this character is not really that connected to Miss Marvel. It seems like they want to. I mean, if this is who they're going for, it seems like they want to bring her in.
Yeah, like introduce her early type of thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking too.
And in the comics, she changes her name pretty early from Captain Marvel to Photon.
Oh wow!
So she could be another hero, also called Captain Marvel. And she's like, I'm gonna change my name to something else. Huh. And then maybe she'll show up again later as Photon because they can't have fucking 3 Captain Marvels. Because right now, if she really is who she says she is, or who we're thinking she is, that's 3 Captain Marvels in one movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking confusing.
Which is way too much, yeah.
Yeah.
but maybe they're hinting at her for like the future, maybe. Just like they did with
Valkyrie.
Not Valkyrie, but I'm thinking Spider-Man when what's his name? Childish Gambino was in it. Talking about his nephew. Yeah, who could be Miles Morales, who could be a future Spider-Man.
Or I think Marvel confirmed that his nephew is Miles Morales.
Right.
So like, yeah, you definitely
something like that. Maybe he's planting the seed for now, just in case.
I also think that they're planning to kill Spider-Man in his 3rd movie. Not 2nd, but 3rd.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
Sony, yeah.
Yeah, because Sony, and that'd be a way to kind of like bounce it back into a little bit more into their realm.
So I think Sony. I was going to ask, does Sony have the whole Spider-Verse? But I think they do. So I was thinking maybe they can have Miles Morales as their Spider-Man, but Peter Parker is on their side. But no, I think Sony has all the Spider-Man.
They do because they're making a Black Cat movie right now too.
Yeah, they're also doing this whole Spider-Man verse animated movie too. Have you heard about that?
It's a movie? I know there's a Spider-Man animated show that's connected to the Marvel movies.
I think there's an animated movie supposed to be dropping that has like all the Spider-Man.
Oh, the Sony,
like that.
Yeah, the Sony animated movie. I don't think it's connected to the verse.
I don't think it is either.
But I do know that's coming. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, animated Spider-Man movie. So it's about a lot of different Spider-Mans because when I heard about it, they had no concept of what it was going to be. They said there's going to be an animated dope Spider-Man Sony movie. It's going to be the shit. That's all I said.
Yeah, I'm from what. Unless I'm confusing it with something else, I'm pretty sure a bunch of different Spider-Mans are going to be all up in there.
Okay, I like that.
But anyways.
All right, AJ, news?
So I want to tell you a story about a cat that I had when I was little.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So we had a cat. I was like 4 or 5 years old or some shit. And then we're about to get a dog. So my mom and my dad were like, yeah, we're going to get rid of the cat. I'm like, nah, you guys are playing, And then they're like, no, we're getting rid of the cat. So I started crying and shit like that, And then I went to school, came home, cat was gone. Next day we got a dog.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, so they actually
that's fucked up.
They got rid of the cat. And from what I understand, they gave the cat away to some old lady who lived like not too far away from us. I'm not sure if they were like in the same building or down the street or some shit like that. But the cat was like, blocks away from us, Anyways, throughout the week, or I guess at least that one night after they gave the cat away, the cat ended up coming back. All the way back to our apartment. And then usually whenever we will let him out, he'll go to my mom's window and cry at the window so he can be let in. And that's what the cat did. He found his way back, cried at the window. My mom was like, I can't let him in. I have to ignore it. So they ignored it. Anyways, with that said, guess what cat's coming back?
Who?
Because, we got rid of a cat. A cat, went away. But the cat's coming back.
What cat?
Mad Catz.
That was a great setup, by the way. No, Mad Catz, my fucking mortal enemy. How are they coming back?
So what happened was when they went bankrupt and all that, they ended up selling a bunch of the assets, right?
Wait, by the way, just for a little backstory, for anyone who doesn't know Mad Catz, if you're not old enough to know what Mad Catz is...
Before what they were recently.
Yeah, we fucking hate Mad Catz because they were known for making all the bootleg bullshit versions of any Nintendo or Sony shit that you needed.
Yeah, memory cards, controllers.
Faulty.
All
faulty.
Rumble packs, all just didn't work or it's never worked pretty much.
Or if you were a Final Fantasy fan and you had a Mad Catz memory card, you already know what the fuck I'm talking about because you were the most angry person in the universe. When your shit did not fucking, you plugged it back in and the shit wasn't there. You're like, I saved that shit last night. I looked at it before I left.
Must have been horrible.
Fucking Mad Catz, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, my bad. Wrong screen I'm doing right here. But yeah, so they're coming back because all their assets were sold off, and this one Chinese company bought like some big properties that they had, and they're trying to re-release it, and so they made a new name, Mad Catz Global Limited. So the Chinese company that bought all the Mad Catz assets spun off their own company. And for that Mad Catz shit, and
it was a Chinese company.
No! Yeah.
Oh my god!
But they're gonna play it safe, is what they're saying, or at least people are talking about. They're gonna not come out with all the crazy shit and all the weird stuff that they're putting out recently. So far, it looks like they're focusing on just the keyboard and like PC stuff because CES is coming up. CES is the Consumer Electronics Show. Happens in Vegas every January, where a bunch of companies start showing off tech that they're planning to maybe release in the future. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Usually concepts you see a lot there. Anyways, Mad Catz Global Limited is going to be there showing off keyboard, mice, and headsets. That's about it.
They should stick to that.
And then from what they're saying too, they want to keep it more simple because Mad Catz was getting all crazy with all their shit that they're putting out there. So they're going to try to keep it a little more simple. Whether or not they're going to come back to like doing arcade sticks, because that's what made them big in the last few years, was their arcade sticks, which were pretty legit from what I hear, surprisingly. I don't know how.
Okay.
Also, they made a lot of Rock Band. They made all their instruments and stuff like that. And Rock Band didn't do quite so good recently. And so people are saying that's why Mad Catz went bankrupt, because they put pretty much all their eggs in the fucking Rock Band basket, and then Rock Band didn't do so well. So all those instruments they made for Rock Band they didn't sell, and they didn't make any money from it.
That's weak.
So, but whether or not they're going to be doing shit like that, probably not, because they want to play it safe. But I guess we'll see. But Mad Catz is a zombie.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking Mad
They came back like my cat.
Just can't stop them, bro. All right, so everyone knows the well-heralded show fucking Young Justice, and how it was announced for the third season, and how it's a Phantom season because it keeps getting talked about. It's definitely confirmed, but nobody knows shit about when it's coming out, and everyone's getting really pissed off, right?
Right.
So the creator of Young Justice came out and gave everyone some very happy news. It's called Young Justice: Outlaws, and it will be coming out in the fourth quarter of this year, which means late 2018 at some point. Also, other news, this will be part of DC's streaming site. You know, when they announced their streaming, streaming service. Okay. So when they announced their streaming service, the little old Teen Titans show is not going to be by itself. Young Justice Season 3 is confirmed to be there with it.
Interesting. I didn't know they were doing this. Maybe I did know, but
no,
we
talked about it, remember? And I was bagging on it because I was like, oh, are they going to have his Teen Titans on it? Like, what else are they going to have on it? You know, because they can't get the CW shit. Right. Yeah, so... Or they might pull the CW shit, who knows. But yeah, so Young Justice Outlaws will be coming at the end of this year. It'll be on DC's streaming service. I don't know if they're actually going to air it on Cartoon Network like the first two seasons. Probably not, because because they couldn't even fucking get the third season, so I'm sure that they couldn't be able to air it. Right. So it'll probably be on the streaming service exclusively.
Man, all these streaming services and shit now, man.
It sucks, man.
And then Disney doing their shit pretty soon. Bro.
And it's I'm
scared.
It's gonna be okay when Disney gets it, because I know all I'm gonna need is Disney and Netflix. I don't feel like I'm gonna need anything else. But the problem is, if, like you said, if this keeps happening and companies keep breaking off and making their streaming services.
Yeah.
They were going to end up paying fucking $100 a month or $110
Yeah, just for
a month.
streaming services.
Just for streaming services.
On top of your internet bill.
Yeah, which is supposedly why this was made in the first place, to defeat all of that, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Or to defeat cable and all that was what it was.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, AJ?
My last piece of news, actually. The Nintendo Switch. Actually, just an update. They have sold 10 million consoles worldwide already.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, and within the U.S., within that first year so far, 4.8 million, which has already outsold the Wii's first year sales of 4 million.
God damn.
In the first year. Fastest selling console in the U.S.
And that Wii shit was ridiculous. We were there for that, remember?
Yeah, we were in line for that shit.
That was the first and only time I ever did Black Friday. I'll never do that shit again, and never did it after.
Right, but yeah, so yeah, the Switch is just as badass. And actually, I'm surprised. I'm seeing it in store shelves. Ever since I got mine, I've always seen it in the store shelves. So if anyone's looking around for them, they're not that hard to find as far as I know.
Cool. At least they're easy to find. Nintendo's getting better about that.
Yeah, when are you getting yours?
I know.
Get on that Splatoon.
Hey, you know what? The holidays are over. I can start fucking saving money again. I might get it this month.
All right,
maybe.
I'm glad to hear
no promises. So, last piece of news from me too. So I don't know if you heard that Kendrick Lamar is attached to the Black Panther album. He's doing a track.
Oh, for real? It's cool. Not surprised, but cool.
Now it's more than that. Marvel made an announcement a couple days ago.
All right.
Kendrick Lamar's coming out with a whole concept album.
Oh, snap.
For the Black Panther. Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Marvel made this announcement too.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. It's made by Kendrick's label, Top Dog Entertainment.
Oh, nice.
It's produced by his producer Soundwave, who's also famous for producing like Young Jeezy and Lupe Fiasco, people like that.
Okay.
And then it also has the new female rapper singer SZA. She's going to be involved in this album.
So glad you didn't say Cardi B.
No, fuck no. SZA, yeah, she's like a rapper singer. She's pretty good, but she's going to be involved in this album in more than one track. So yeah, it's pretty dope. It's crazy. This is the first Marvel movie to get a fucking album for it. You know what I mean? Obviously, they all have their own soundtracks, but this one is like someone made an album for this movie.
Right.
So, more good news for me is I'm fucking hyped for Black Panther. I can't wait for this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Now, one of my favorite rappers is giving it an album. Like,
for Black Panther, that's fucking...
You know what I mean? Like,
I gotta hear that shit. Has anything dropped from it yet?
Yes, the one song dropped a couple days ago when I got this news.
Okay.
It's called All the Stars.
Huh.
And there's a music video out for it too. So if you want to check it out, it probably features a little new footage from Black Panther, so you may not want to see it, or you may want to see it, depending how you feel about that. And yeah, that basically does it for the news. Keep an eye out for that album. Yeah. There's no name for it yet, but I'm sure it's just going to be called the Black Panther or something like that. So.
Yeah, and then I think like Dre did something like that for Straight Outta Compton. But that was pretty much an album like he made all by himself and shit like that. But it was for the movie though.
Yeah.
So something like that going on too. That's awesome. Has anyone else ever done shit like that before?
There's been a few things. I'm trying to put my finger on it right now. Jay-Z, remember American Gangster?
Oh, true. That's right. That's right.
There's not many, but there's been a few things.
Yeah, because like the Dre one was the only thing that came into mind right now. But yeah, you're right. I forgot about that Jay-Z one too.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Anyways, we're all done, right?
Yeah. What are you planning for your Unfocused week?
I want to get WAGs over here so I know what to load into this computer so I can test it out to make sure it is stable. But other than that, I don't even know. I want to play more StarCraft because seeing that match earlier today with the fucking
that shit got me
becoming
hyped.
Protoss in the end, that was sick. So I want to play more StarCraft.
Hey, can I request that you make this part of, maybe not this week, but maybe next week's Unfocused week?
Oh, it reminds me. I want to go to a comic book store and go order fucking the next Legend of Korra.
Oh,
which is to drop at the end of the month.
Dude, do Earth 2, because that way I can pick it up for you if I happen to be there, because I go there all the time.
I got my own spot that I've been checking out in Burbank.
My bad. Okay, then. Okay.
So I might be going there doing that.
I ain't glad at you,
I feel like
but I ain't mad at you
now a little bit. So
get a little hookup
do that. Yeah. I want to continue reading the Kenshin manga because I don't think I touched it this past week.
Yeah.
So doing that. More Pokemon Go. Actually, I caught myself a Mawile the other day, so I'm excited. So I want to get more Mawiles.
Nice.
Mawile was like always like one of my favorites, but I didn't get attached to it because I knew it sucked because it's
he wasn't useful.
There's no evolution. Exactly.
No pre-evolution. Right.
Yeah. Nothing like that. But then it has that Mega Evolution that just came in with X and Y, and it made fucking Mawile like top tier and shit like that.
Oh shit.
Because Mega Mawile and shit like that. So hopefully we get some Megas later on in Pokemon Go, but I'm not expecting that till like late next year maybe. But I mean that's about Oh, and I want to check out Stardew Valley, and I hope I get that fucking Steam controller.
Nice.
Doubt I'll get it this week, but I'm hoping.
All right. For me, I'm probably going to do it in the next 2 days, like today or tomorrow. But I'm going to finish this comic I talked about, Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Trying to make me read it. You're not even done.
Well, I'm almost done, so your chance is going to be up soon. But yeah, I'm going to finish this shit.
Oh, I just saw his face. There's supposedly some official art of something. I forgot what it was that Marvel released. And in this picture, there's a Hawkeye, and he has a scroll chin.
What?
Yeah.
No. They're already planning for that shit?
So, confirmed
But
Hawkeye is scroll?
Even that they would put that idea out there is crazy. Even if that's not confirmed, the fact that they would throw that out there is crazy as fuck.
Right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, like there's this artwork floating around that's supposedly officially made by Marvel.
Oh my god.
And Hawkeye looks scrollish.
You know what this means? We're probably going to get Skrulls as soon as they beat Thanos. We're probably going to see the first...
I think so.
The first dead Avenger will be a fucking Skrull, and that'll be how the movie ends. You'll be like, oh, what the
like
fuck?
I feel like it'll end like the ending credit type of thing will have something to do with Skrulls, and like you'll see someone was a Skrull the whole time.
Fuck.
Which I'm also thinking is War Machine.
Hey, which will make it make sense because we'll have seen Miss Marvel by then.
Yeah.
Or Captain Marvel.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Damn. Dude, and then they have so much shit set up, and then they got to worry about the X-Men. I'm happy for Kevin Feige because I know he's hypey. I know he's happy, but I know he's probably fucking like a mean ass headache right now, trying to figure out like how he's gonna work all this shit in.
He's either so much or yes, so much that I can do. You know.
Yeah, I hope that's what it is. But I know like for me like. Even as a fan, even just making the theories is getting confusing because I'm like, they got so many plans with things, you know? I'm like,
they can go so many routes now.
Yeah. It's dope. It's smart, though, because like they have options. The whole world's there.
And, you know, I don't feel like this whole X-Men thing is going to happen this year at all because supposedly it's supposed to take like 12 to 14 months for the whole deal to actually process through the government and shit like that. So I feel like we won't get anything official. We might get hints of it throughout the next few movies. But I don't think anything big is going to drop until next year.
No, yeah, I don't think we'll get an actual X-Men movie from Marvel. Yeah, exactly, until 2020 probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because they got to finish all this Avengers shit. Like, they're in the middle of this right now.
Yeah, and that should be done with by next year. Because we get the first Infinity War this year, and then it's going to end next year.
And you know what I was thinking, too? Now that I'm thinking the X-Men are here, they might end the Avengers.
Maybe.
They could end the Avengers at this point.
That's
4 movies. That's more than a trilogy. You know, it happens in the comics at least a couple times where the Avengers disassemble and decide to break the team up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that does happen.
And then make X-Men the new, like, leader of the Marvel Universe or Fantastic Four or some shit.
Yeah. Illuminati?
Avengers Illuminati could be a thing. Hey, man, they got all the people in place now.
That could be, like, the new S.H.I.E.L.D., maybe?
Damn. Oh, because S.H.I.E.L.D.'s going to need a replacement eventually.
Right.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if we talked about it, but Samuel Jackson's confirmed for Captain Marvel. So this is his first reappearance.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah. With both eyes, right?
Yeah, with both eyes, yeah, exactly. So, for my Unfocused week, yeah, like I said, I'm going to finish Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Definitely going to keep playing StarCraft, keep getting better at that. What's something I really need to do? I guess I'll finally start getting back into Earthbound pretty soon. I was so mad that something didn't save last time. So.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while.
It's literally been like a couple months or a month and a half. I was so mad, but I think I'm going to get back into it soon. It's a really good game. I just bitter. And
it happens. I'm sorry.
You know? I think that's it. Don't forget, everyone, you can visit us on collision28.com. That is our main website. You can download the episodes there, visual and audio. You can also download us for free on iTunes.
Yeah, just search Unfocused Podcast up there. YouTube. Go look for Unfocused Podcast and subscribe to that. You can leave us comments there about the show, too, if you want, I guess. I'm afraid of people doing that. But, yeah, it's an option. And go check out all the old stuff if you want on collision28.com. Just look for the Unfocused Podcast tab over there.
Don't forget to shoot us an email if you want us to talk about certain news.
UnfocusedPodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter @Unfocused28.
Or @UnfocusedPodcast28.
Wait, @Unfocused28, is that what you say? Or @Collision28?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You said Collision28. I said @Unfocused28.
Oh, my bad. I said Collision28? My bad. I know what I said.
We have both. And then, twitch.tv/Collision28.
That's right. That's where you catch us live.
It's over!